all your residential concrete projects done the right way with the most trusted company in town. Serving Lorain County and surrounding areas, Affordable Concrete Solutions is here for all your concrete needs, providing concrete maintenance, washing and sealing, decorative stamped concrete, driveway and sidewalk concrete removal, concrete flat work, and much more. We pride ourselves in offering the best concrete services possible and are backed by years of experience and a history of excellent service. It's our ultimate goal to provide each and every client with the highest quality of workmanship, professionalism, and efficiency while emphasizing exceptional customer service. We design, install, and maintain all concrete. Whatever your concrete needs, let ACS be your answer. Contact us today for your free estimate.
This is really gross, but dirty trash cans can pose a serious health risk to you and your family. The pungent smell can attract rats and flies, not to mention maggots, both of which can contain dangerous diseases transferable to humans. Your dirty trash can is susceptible to harboring dangerous bacteria. Contact Brandon at Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning today at 440-752-1533 or find them on Facebook. Veteran owned and operated and eco-friendly. Again, call Brandon at 440-752-1533.
We're back! Loud and local.
Round two. Rise of the Kings. Oh, I love this song, man.
It's so amazing. The song's so killer.
Sounds great, doesn't it?
It does.
Let's listen to it again. Yes.
Yeah.
This is true metal. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Take it away, Satan. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. All right.
Going on, everybody.
Round two.
Welcome to Loud and Local Round 2, baby.
It's going to be a good night, Satan.
It's going to be amazing.
It's always a good night in hell.
How are you? How are you? How are you, buddy?
I'm good. I don't know about that microphone. I think, Satan, it has like, what's that shit called?
Syphilis?
Syphilis. Holy water on it. Every time you touch it, it goes out.
Yeah, that's what we call syphilis down here.
Oh, I didn't know they had syphilis in hell.
No, it's really just holy water sprayed on people.
Oh,
We
really?
just changed the name.
I figured it would just burn.
It does, that's why it's like syphilis.
Does it burn your penis?
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, I could imagine. So, yeah, I think a pretty good week.
Well, before we get into your week, I want to talk about some people that allowed us to be here today.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're very important.
They are very important.
And we love them.
We love them a lot. We love Lucy's Pub. Lucy's Pub's amazing. They're located at 2218 Broadview Road in Cleveland, Ohio. Michelle and the staff, which is almost as big as my staff.
Oh, that staff.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
They're always committed to giving the guests the best experiences. Join them every Friday for karaoke. Did you know I like to sing?
No, I didn't know you had a singing voice, Satan. Let's hear some of it.
Let's get it on.
Oh, wow.
Oh, baby. Let's get it on.
Let's get on.
Let's get it on.
Wow, Satan, you
Sugar, let's get it on.
use that voice to lure your women?
Absolutely.
Man, I'm almost lured. It's got me spellbound.
I usually do it at Lucy's every Friday.
Hey, at Lucy's Pub, they have food there?
Yes, they do, and it's so good.
It is good, huh? What's your favorite thing?
The pizza.
Pizza.
They got a taco pizza. It's really good.
Sounds pretty good. I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, the taco pizza is next level, dude.
Maybe we can get them to drop off a pizza to us sometime.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Lucy.
They're by Studio One, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe we'll just go pick it up.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
we can go there tonight.
I have a meeting with the Demon Horde afterwards, or I like to call it Degenerates.
Yes, they're my favorite group.
Yeah, good band.
They're not as good as Bad Juju, though.
Erroneous!
Bad Juju, they are the official band of Redline Radio, and they cover all 80s and 90s. So you know that's my time right there. If you need to book Bad Juju, you could just call Chad Moon at 440-458-0209.
What's up, Chad?
What's up, Chad?
Having a good night, Chad?
I hope you're having a good night, Chad.
Chad sounds a little bit like a frat house name.
It's funny, because he definitely seemed like he was in some type of frat.
Yeah, I think he had his way with many women. I don't want to use the R word, but repelled many women. No, Chad, you're a nice guy, and you write some good music, and you sing really well. Hi, Chad.
He's awesome. I'm going to ask him if he played at the Rusty Spurs Saloon, though. That's out in Vegas. The Rusty Spurs Saloon has been voted the biggest hole in the wall saloon for 2 years.
No, I did not, but now I do know.
They're working on their 3rd year now. They might win that. I like it. I like it a lot.
You went there, huh?
Yeah, I did.
You liked it?
I did. It's fucking amazing.
Next time I go to Vegas, it'll be in August. Can't remember the days, but yeah, I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go there.
It's very rusty in there.
Yeah. Well, I like dive bars.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the fancy places. I like to go where there's pool tables and jukeboxes and dirty old hoary women. That's what I like. The girl with the blue hair. That sounds like a good time.
It's definitely a good time.
Hey, Satan, I tell you, I met a girl with blue hair.
How'd you meet her?
I like Backdraft Bar in North Olmsted. Not a plug, but one of my favorite places to go and hang out. They have karaoke on Thursday and Saturday night. You like karaoke at Lucy's?
I love karaoke.
Yeah, I like it at Backdraft, but I'm willing to go to Lucy's and try it out.
Yeah, they're on Friday, so it won't conflict.
No, I get off work early. On Fridays, I pretty much have my weekends free. Yeah, it's
Bring
good.
that ass.
Yeah, slinging that ass. Yeah, so she was up there, and I sang a couple songs, and then she went up and sang one which she butchered. And we sat down, we were talking for a long time. We started talking about the radio show and music in general, and told her how, I play music and stuff, and that's really all it took, Satan.
You told her you play with the guitar like you play with that pussy, huh?
Yeah, I didn't get to play with the pussy. I mean, I did think about, I wondered if she had blue panties on to match her hair.
Do you have a fresh pair of panties on?
Take it to the candy shop. You can lick my lollipop. Yeah, so that was fun. So, yeah, Rusty Spur, huh?
Yeah, Rusty Spur's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. And guys, if you're listening, I'll be there in August, and I'll come up to the bar and tell you who I am. And I expect really bad service, and I would appreciate that.
Yes. Give him the worst shit ever got.
I just want that Drano drink. As long as I can get drunk, what the fuck's it matter?
Hey, what's this here I hear about you in this wedding?
The wedding dilemma.
What is this? What is this I'm not understanding?
You know, so I told you last week my nephew's getting married, and he's a doctor, and you know everybody's so happy about it. But you know, me on the inside, I'm thinking, fuck, I gotta get a date, right?
Yeah.
So all week long, I weighed my options as to who I could ask, because you know when it comes down to it, I have a lot of girls that are friends, but I don't have a lot of nice girls. And, you know, I know Satan, you prefer a dirty girl.
Love the dirty girls.
Yeah. Well, you know, I do too. I mean, I love to play with all you ladies, but I
$40, you can get whatever you want.
$40 bang bang. I'd rather have the $10 jerky. Yeah, I like to hear that too. I normally get that sound when I'm going down. Does Satan like to eat pussy?
I love eating pussy. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
You have no idea what it's like to have a woman's face. No, not face in a woman's legs. But I like her in my legs too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, of course. I like a good blowjob, and I also like, you know, I like to eat pussy. I think I told you before the show. I like to call it the nectar of the gods, because it tastes like peaches.
It's the closest I get to heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, some people call good marijuana God's vagina.
I love the good Chiba too.
Oh, dude, I've been a stoner since I've been like 17. I mean, that's probably never gonna change. Here's a little story for you before we go into the whole wedding dilemma. I was married young. And when I married this chick, you know, we smoked pot all the time. And at some point, she came to me and she was like, "I don't want you smoking pot anymore, Jeff. I don't like the way it makes you act."
I hope you ditch that bitch.
So I was like, you know, I don't want to get divorced, man. And she's like threatening divorce if I don't stop smoking pot. So I was like, yeah, I was young, so I was like, I'll try. And it lasted like 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden, a buddy came over, and she went to the store. And I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to get high. You know, she's gone. She ain't coming back for probably 45 minutes, an hour, maybe 2. It depends on where she's going. All hell broke loose. So.
Oh, that's how I showed up at your house.
Yeah, I think that was one of our first encounters.
It was.
Yeah. She lost her shit. She said it's over. And yeah, she meant it, and it was over. There was no asking for a second chance, because when she made that statement, you have to quit smoking pot. You know, that was a...
So you got divorced over weed?
Yeah, pretty much so.
Damn.
Doesn't that suck?
It does.
So I vowed ever since that day never to go without weed.
Talk your shit.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why I said, you know, I was talking about balls, you know, saying that I wasn't loud and metal enough. Yeah, it's because I smoke a lot of pot. I'm pretty mellow.
He's really relaxed.
Very, very relaxed right now, actually. I like the indica, referred to as in the couch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That's that Indo.
the Indo. And, you know, on top of that, I also take some of my anxiety medication because I have this little problem called panic attacks that just likes to creep in on the best days possible and make your life a living hell.
Yeah, they suck.
So, you know, I took one of those today before the show. I'm feeling very slow right now. No, I'm feeling pretty good.
We got Doug Pike asking, what is this?
Yeah, so the wedding invitation thing. Yeah, I don't know. I have this girl I know on the West Coast. Her name is Linda. I don't know if you're listening. Been talking to her for a while. It's just like an online thing. But she seems to be a nice girl, so she even said to me, she goes, I'd be honored to go with you. And I was like, you want to go? Fly out to Cleveland. You could stay at my place, and we'll go to the wedding. Spend the whole weekend in Cleveland with me. We'll take the whole weekend off until Monday. And
You better get the draws that night.
what's that?
You better get the draws that night.
Just drop him just a little bit. Unbutton him a little.
Oh my God, Satan, he doesn't have to get the draws every time, okay?
Fuck that, Angel. He has to get the fucking draws.
Goddamn right I do. Goddamn right.
You hear that, Angel?
No, he should. Jeff, you shouldn't do it. Don't do it, Jeff.
No, I feel like I'm in that scene from Animal House where I got Satan on one shoulder and the angel on the other, and they're like, and he's like, fuck her, she's passed out. And then the angel's like, no, don't do it, it's the wrong thing. And the devil's like, shut up. He should definitely fuck her.
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch. She ain't waking up.
Respect her, Jeff. You have to respect her, okay?
Yeah, I get it. So,
Respect her with your dick. My bad, keep going.
yeah, so, Linda, if you're listening, you know, I don't plan on making any moves on you unless you want me to. But,
That's right.
so, you know, if Linda decides that she wants to fly out to little old Cleveland and spend some time out here, that'd be pretty cool. And I'm down for it. So yeah, that's what I got cooking right now. If she falls through, my backup plan doesn't look well. Not sure what I would do. I'm not sure if I would hire an escort for the evening.
I mean, you'll definitely get the draws that night.
Yeah, definitely gonna probably get the drawers at the wedding, during the wedding, in the pastor's office.
I guess that's a little more acceptable because that's her job.
Yeah, that's true, and it would really only cost me like a couple $100. And you know, at that point, I mean, I could have a really hot chick.
A couple $100? I can get you one for $40 right now.
We could get one for 10 off 55th if you want to take a ride. I just want a taco. So, yeah, that's my dilemma. So, you know, I had a couple other dilemmas this week. Impending Lies told me they couldn't be here for the show tonight. Yeah. I guess they're busy. They're recording their next album. So
That's acceptable.
yeah, totally acceptable. They're busy rehearsing. They're busy writing songs. They're busy doing arrangements. You know, that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. Plus, they have their own personal lives. So not every band can always just stop everything that they're doing just to come on my show, you know, or anybody's show for that case. I mean, maybe if it was Howard Stern or Maxwell, you know, they'd be like, you know, we got to make this show. But right now, I get it, guys. You know, you got your album to work on, and that's more important than anything right now. And, of course, your families. So we will be playing some of your music tonight. I like Impending Lies. I talked about them last week at Inkfest. They're a cool band. If you guys want to call in, you can. Satan will give you the number because I'm dyslexic and obviously cannot pronounce the number correctly.
Actually, the angel will give him the number because I'm nicer.
Okay, cool.
It's going to be 440-444-7251. That is the Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning Service LLC hotline. 440-444-7251.
So, guys, if you do want to call in, I do have a couple questions for you, and that would be totally cool. And it's just like 2 or 3 questions.
Call in, damn it.
Call in or else Satan will visit your house tonight.
You don't want that.
Nobody wants that.
No, the fuck they don't.
So, it's been a little chilly this week, hasn't it?
It's been really chilly, yes. You know, usually I like it at 100 degrees or higher, but
Yeah, I actually wouldn't mind a little bit of hell in this room right now. My hands are freezing. They've been cold all week long. I just can't seem to warm up.
oh, I can turn the heat up.
I'm sure you could. Satan, god damn it. All right, so yeah, Pending Lies can't make it tonight, so we're gonna play some of their tunes. We have Hot Metal Chick of the Week, which I think Satan's really gonna like this one. Um, Instead of the impending um, Lies interview, we're just gonna be playing a couple more of their songs. But let's go to the Hot Metal Chick of the Week, little chitlin of the week. This is Simone Simmons, and she joined Epic when she was 17 years old. She had an amazing voice, and she still does. It's freaking great. And while Satan's looking up her picture to show all of us, a couple things about her is you'll not believe this whatsoever, but she toured the world like 2 or 3 times over at 17 years old. That's freaking crazy. So, we're going to do the Hot Metal Chick of the Week, and we're also going to do the Hot Punk Chick of the Week. That'll be next week when we have a little bit more of a punk metal show. Maybe hardcore post-punk, post-grunge punk, shoegaze punk, goth punk, hillbilly punk, dirty rotten punk, east side punk, west side punk.
Everybody's punk.
Everybody's punk sometime. So yeah, that's next week that we'll be doing that. And let me tell you a little bit about next week's show before we bring up this Hot Chick of the Week. Next week's show is going to be a little female empowerment show. It's going to be all about the ladies. We're going to have our special co-host, Maria Buski, will be on from Cleveland's Finest. Hi, Maria. I just have to say, Maria, you are very, very attractive. And I'm looking forward to having you on my show. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Also, the very beautiful Nico. She goes by Nico Pico Train. I met Nico through singing on my album. Had known her a teeny bit before that by just the music she had played that I came across on YouTube. But she has her own magazine called Keen Magazine. It's a very alternative art style magazine with editorial. She also is founder of the Cleveland Underground. And that is where she does a lot of photography, shows a lot of punk bands. And also, she sings in my band, Jeff James and the Black Roses. Also on the show will be a dominatrix named Mistress Mary. And that sounds pretty good too, doesn't it, Satan?
Yeah, I'm gonna wear my leather.
I just want to be spanked. Spanked a little bit. Maybe told to get on my knees and worship that ass. But yeah, so this is Simone Simmons from the band Epic. And they go by a symphonic metal sound. So I would assume, and I've listened to some of the tracks by her after I saw her. Man, she's freaking hot, right? I think she looks amazing.
She looks devilish.
Yeah, look at those boots, huh?
Yeah.
God damn, she could step on me.
I'm not into that, but I think I might try it for her.
I've never tried it, but I wouldn't mind those heels digging down into my back. And that black, skirt. Good God, she's good looking.
So when is she coming on again?
I don't think she's coming on the show, but is there any other photos of her, Satan, in there?
I can look.
Yeah, let's take a look and see what we have. Besides the one I sent you. Yeah, I like that red hair. You like the red hair?
It's so sexy.
Yeah, red hair is sexy. I like when the carpet matches the drapes, or the drapes match the carpet. Especially if you're blonde or a redhead. Oh, yeah, the firebush. Yeah, here we go. I'll look up some more photos of her. I still think that Alyssa White Glues from Arch Enemy is the hottest chick. She might be the hottest metal chick out there. I still look at a lot of them online, and when I'm putting the show together, thinking about what girls do I want to show and stuff, and she always comes up in the Google search. Yeah, look at her, man. She looks like she would just rip your head off. That red, oh my God. That's sexy, huh?
That shit's sexy as fuck. Hold on. Oh.
Oh, yeah. There's a nice leg there. I wonder if she did any nudes.
You gonna save this one?
You're going to save that one for later?
Yeah, put that one up.
I'm going to put that in my phone. I'm going to rub it all over my face. I'm going to sleep next to my phone with that picture on. Yeah, so she's very attractive. And she's in the band Epic. They're a symphonic metal band. And like I said, she toured the world at 17. I mean, when you see those photos, some of those photos of her, that's her at like 17 years old. Isn't that insane? That's just crazy.
Now that makes me feel like R. Kelly when you say it like that, but...
There you go. You can piss on me anytime. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could get into water sports. I think that's kind of gross.
Oh, that's what they call it? Water sports?
Water sports. It's like an Olympic event. You never saw The Dirt with Motley Crue?
No.
Yeah, I guess Tommy Lee wants to show off his girlfriend in the middle of the living room. And he gets down on his knees, starts eating her out, and she squirts like a fire hose across the room.
I like those water sports.
Yeah, no, I never had a girl squirt. I don't know if I would like that.
I know I would.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be a first for me. But, I never had any complaints going down there. I think the ex-girlfriend told me I was an A triple plus. I was like, yeah, I've been practicing since I've been 12. Yeah, so I'll tell you a funny story. My mom, yeah, no pun intended there, but when I was a kid, I went to my mom and I said, I asked her about sex, and, I asked her what an orgasm was. I asked her about cunnilingus, and she was like, didn't want to answer any of my questions. So, and my dad was, didn't really want to answer my questions either. So they bought me a book of sex, right? But in the back of the book, they had tongue exercises for eating pussy. Cunnilingus. So at like 12, 13 years old, I'm in my room like practicing, doing the ABCs with my tongue, trying to tie knots with cherries and shit, practicing. So by the time like I got to eat my first pussy, I was a pro. I was like, time to pay the rent.
No, the girl that I ate pussy for the first time, she was like, you sure this is your first time? I'm like, yes, first time. She's like, no, you're fucking lying to me.
No. I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start telling them it's my first time every time. I'm 55 and I've never had the chance to eat pussy. I mean, I'd really love to try it.
That's a good line. I might have to try that.
Okay, I think I'm gonna use it this weekend.
Yeah, I might try that.
I'm gonna go up to Lucy's this week, sing some karaoke, and every time I talk, be like, I've never had the chance to eat pussy.
Yeah, I might actually work at Lucy's.
Here I come, ladies. The pussy gobbler. All right, so yeah, Impending Lies couldn't be here for the show tonight. But on the show tonight, we have Mark Berry's coming on, who is a... Yes, Mark Berry. He's a producer. He started his own company called the AMG Group. Started off as a producer. Honestly, he actually started off as an engineer, working on songs. And he'll tell you later tonight how he made it big and where he got from just starting off as an engineer in the studio and working his way all the way up. But Mark worked with Paul McCartney. He's worked with Carly Simon, Duran Duran, Billy Idol, Joan Jett, and there's another big one he's worked with, David Bowie, which those artists alone would probably make Mark Berry an icon. And maybe at some point in his career they will honor Mark as an icon. So he's going to be on the show tonight. He's going to zoom in, and he's going to tell us a little bit what he does and how he got there and some stories about Billy Idol, which are pretty fucking hilarious. He did tell me this one.
White lady. That's not the right one. That's not the right guy.
It's a nice day for a white wedding. Yeah, that's the right one. Rebel Yell, Eyes Without a Face. Yeah, those songs. So he'll be on. Yeah, we're gonna play some tunes tonight. We're gonna play Burdens Within again. Hey, Mike, if you're listening, I really like that song, Goodbye. So we're definitely going to play that again. We're going to play a couple songs by Impending Lies, and we're going to play a couple other tunes that I like that nobody's probably really heard much of except for around the Cleveland area. Tonight I am sporting the Chimera sweatshirt. This is an old-ass sweatshirt, as you could probably tell. This is one that they're at the height of their career, like in the middle 2000s. But yeah, we'll do our Breaking Spines news report tonight. I got a lot of stuff to go over with you, what's going on in the scene. Last night, there was a thing called a Bright Winter, and that was, where was that at? I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't really say. But they played Cleveland last night. The reason I pulled that up is that Scuff Mixon, who's a buddy of mine, shout out to you, Scuff, played last night. And they played with the Wellesley Arms, which I'm a big fan of. I plan on playing Wellesley Arms some point in the show. We might even play them tonight. They're not really a metal band. They're more of a rock band, but they do have some good tunes. So let's do that. Let's take just a short break, okay? Satan has brought up on the screen for us tonight Impending Lies, and we're going to play a song called Scream to a Whisper. What do you think, Satan?
I think it sounds sexy.
Yeah, it does sound sexy, but here we go, Impending Lies, baby. You all right? That was Scream to a Whisper. We're going to play one more before we bring Mark on, and this is Believe. Yeah, right. Impending Lies, that was Believe. And Impending Lies, if you do call in or if you just want to send me an email or a text, I really want to know what that first song was about. Scream to a Whisper. I like that a lot. So as we're waiting here for Mark Berry to zoom in, I'm going to talk about something. And we might even come back to what I'm going to start talking about, you know, just to finish it up. But wanted to announce that, and this is kind of going off the beaten path, that I also like food a lot. I like to do little tours around Cleveland and try some of the best food I can get my hands on. And, you know, a lot of that includes tacos. A lot of that includes wings. I just love that stuff.
Oh, I love wing and tacos. Oh, you're talking my language.
What's your favorite taco, Satan?
My favorite taco will probably be a pussy, but my second favorite taco will probably be what's the burrito tacos?
Oh, yeah.
Those are pretty good.
I like the surf and turf one where you get the steak and shrimp or steak and scallop or something like that. I also love shrimp tacos. Oh my god, shrimp tacos. I don't know who has the best shrimp taco in town. I might say Dover Gardens in Westlake has a really good shrimp taco, which really isn't much of anything. As I used to make them in restaurants I worked in. It's just a soft shell, like broiled shrimp with some type of spicy mayonnaise and slaw. That's really all to it. And but they're freaking delicious if made right and not overcooked. They have good tacos. I prefer tuna taco.
I like
with extra cheesy.
I like double-decker tacos.
Yeah, I love tacos. You ever had? There's another place, and I think it's called Avo. It's on West 25th. They have and I don't know what the hell they call those things. What are the tacos called? They get dipped in the red sauce, that ranchero sauce, and then thrown back on a flat top.
I think that's the one I'm talking about, the burrito tacos or something.
Yeah, where they're dipped in whatever that dipping is, and they throw. Oh my god, those are amazing.
So
yeah, so let me tell you about my 5 favorite taco places, and there's a little segment I like to call the hit list. And it's kind of like mafia style. And I'm not trying to step on your toes, Rob J, because I know you do the top 5. Your top 5 is way better than my hit list. Let's just be honest. Yeah. But your top 5 is pretty cool. And let me also point that out. That's Cleveland's finest show, but that's Sean, Big Sean, that does the top 5. Mine's called the hit list. And my hit list is just whatever I want it to be at any time. So I was out and about this week, and I was hungry, so I got some tacos. And I'll tell you my 5 favorite taco places. And it's actually probably going to be 6. But, Satan, have you ever had the vampire taco that they have at the Yard House?
No, but it sounds amazing. I love vampires.
Yeah, I love them too. Vampire taco, it's actually spelled Vampye taco. Vampire taco.
Vampire.
Yeah, and what it is, it's this weird shell that they deep fry really fast, and it has all these weird edges and stuff. And the reason why they call it a vampire taco, the shell looks like a bat. Right? So
is it an Aussie taco?
I think they put like zombie rare meat in there, and it's really freaking good. And that's at the Yard House. So
Perfect.
if you want to try something that's like catchy, the vampire taco is cool. So talking about tacos, I like El Jalapeno in, I think it's Westlake.
I heard they're really good.
Yeah, they're freaking great. They have a lot of good food besides tacos, but I actually know the chef there. His name is Joe Morales. Shout out, buddy.
What's up, Joe?
Joe, what do you know? Joe knows tacos, and he knows Mexican food really well, and he knows how to make a killer chicken tortilla soup.
Hey, Joe.
I actually worked with Joe a couple times. He's a really nice guy. Works really hard. Yeah, so El Jalapeno is really good. Kind of cool bar setting. It's kind of big in there, so it doesn't feel super intimate, but they do get a decent crowd.
That's what I said about her.
Cavernous pussy. Yeah, so I like them a lot. Bamba in Rocky River is really good. Have you ever had Bamba?
No, I haven't had Bamba either.
Yeah, Bamba's really good. They do tacos by 3. I don't know if other places do 3. Vampire Taco isn't by 3, but sometimes they'll do them by 2s or 3s. They're really good. Have you heard Barrio?
I definitely had Barrio.
No.
I love their jalapeno margarita.
Oh, yeah. I had that, too. That's freaking great.
They have the jalapeno margarita, and then they got this guac that's really good. Then they got this queso with like meat in it that's really good. I like Barrio.
Yeah. You know what I like about Barrio is I like all the sauces and accoutrements that go along with it. All the little like toppings you can put on it.
Doug says we're really boring. I hate that you feel that way, Doug. We'll send you to hell too.
What did he say?
He says we're really boring.
Are we boring? Am I boring you? I apologize. Oh, man.
He doesn't like tacos, that's all.
Fuck you if you don't like tacos, man. But yeah, I love tacos. Bomba's great. Barrio's great. And then finally, my top taco place, I would have to say, is the Foundry. Foundry in Lakewood. Great concert club. Like we talked about last week, one of my favorite places to go. Great freaking tacos. They got that guy that makes taco specials weekly. I think they were doing the chicken Caesar taco or shrimp Caesar taco.
Chicken Caesar taco?
Yeah.
That sounds sexy as fuck.
Right. So you like Caesar salad, right?
I love Caesar salad. It's my favorite.
I like a good tossed salad too. So yeah, Caesar salad taco. Yeah, I think it had like instead of croutons, it had like crushed breadcrumbs over the top. It had chicken. It had romaine lettuce tossed in Caesar dressing. Little tomatoes. I think they're blistered or something. Those are freaking great. But yeah, they do special tacos.
We should go after the show.
Yeah, I like that idea. We should do that. The other thing is, so Rob J's doing a best wings places, and I know Rob, Quaker Steak's gonna be number one for you, but I gotta say they're not my number one, but they are in my list because I've been there many times. And now that I know you're in Vermilion, I'm probably gonna take a drive out there and see you. But my favorite wings, and I'm gonna go in order here. I like Backdraft. Backdraft Bar in North Olmsted, where I like to go to karaoke, has phenomenal, huge, big wings, and they have all your typical flavors. I normally get them buffalo. I like the buffalo mild sauce, but yeah, they have really good wings there. Then I'm gonna say Quaker Steak. They're my number 4. Quaker Steak has great wings. The thing about Quaker Steak, got like a million sauces.
A whole bunch of sauces.
Yeah,
They're really saucy.
they're a very saucy place. Yeah, so they got really good wings there. And I like that. I think it's called a chili lime or some type of spicy Asian chili type wing sauce. Really freaking good. Then my other one is Hail Mary's. They're in Westlake. That's been a bunch of places, but Hail Mary's has really good wings. Probably the best buffalo sauce on the west side. And the wings are big. And they bake them first. So when they drop them in the deep fryer, they get super crispy.
I have to go there.
Yeah, you
I
have
love
to go
everything baked.
there. I love to be baked. I'm baked right now. The other thing is the Foundry. Like I said, they have good tacos. They also have really good wings. I don't know if they make my top 5 list, but I do like them. So yeah, fuck it. We'll put them in the top 5. And then lastly, the Rush Inn. Have you ever had Rush Inn?
No, but I'll rush in to get some.
Dude, these wings are giant. They're breaded like a wingding, and then they toss them in the sauce. So it's almost like eating fried chicken with sauce tossed all over them. It's really good.
I want it.
Yeah.
I want it now.
And, as I mentioned, there's a place in River also called Market. I think it's Market Tavern or something like that. Market. It's off Linda Street. They do wings, but they take their wings and they braise them in the oven forever. And then they deep fry them and toss them in their sauce. And they just fall off the bone. It's like eating a pot roast made out of chicken. Sounds delicious, doesn't it?
Oh my God.
Doug did.
Share some with me, devil. I want some. Please.
Doug did that.
Satan, please give me some.
Did that spice up the show a little bit for you? No, it's boring, and I hate you.
Fuck you, Doug.
Fuck you, Doug. And also like to say, Redline Radio.
Thanks for watching a little bit, Doug.
Goodbye. Redline Radio does not take responsibility for the stupid shit I might say to you, Doug. I kind of feel like Doug might be my ex-girlfriend just under an assumed name.
That's kind of hilarious.
Yeah. I think the next comment's going to be like, you suck, and you're a horrible lover. So, Mark Barry, I'm waiting for you to zoom in, buddy. Come on. We got so much to talk about. Like my career. Now we're going to sell some fucking music. So anyway, man, I definitely want to play a new song that's just come out by an artist. It's brand new. We're going to go to it if Mark Berry's not with us yet. And it's Goodbye by Burdens Within, who was on the show last week. And hey, Mike, how you doing? Burdens Within is a great band. They want to play Cleveland badly. So Cleveland, let's please bring them. Bring them to a show. Put them on the bill. Get these guys out there. They played the festival in the mountain thing, or they did Rocklahoma. They could do any stage, man. They could do Inkfest. Okay? Incarnation Festival. Put them on the show. They're good. This is Burdens Within with Goodbye. And I'm going to have a cigarette break.
Let's one day, not again.
Burns hooked in. Now it's my turn to play a track that I like by them. Running out of time.
No, you won't feel afraid. But take my hand, it's gonna be okay. No, you're feeling weak and cold. But sometimes we gotta let things go. Should I run or should I stay? Told me everything's gonna be okay. Are you listening? Are you listening? Here's my run away. Won't you come with me? Would we be safe? High up in the sky, is there some place we can hide? Oh, are we running out of time? If I run away, won't you come with me? Oh, will we be safe? High up in the sky, is there some place we can hide? Are we running out of time? Running out of time. No, you won't feel afraid. But take my hand, it's gonna be okay. No, you're feeling weak and cold. But sometimes we gotta let things go. Should I run or should I stay? You told me everything's gonna be okay. Are you listening? Are you listening? Here's my run away. Won't you come with me? Would we be safe? High up in the sky, is there some place we can hide? Oh, are we running out of time? If I run away, won't you come with me? Oh, will we be safe? High up in the sky, is there some place we can hide? Are we running out of time? Running out of time. If I run away, won't you come with me? Oh, will we be safe? High up in the sky, is there some place we can hide? Are we running out of time? Running out of
Oh yeah, that's freaking great. That's Burns Within. That's great. Running out of time? You guys got plenty of time. Plenty of time to get out there. So I want you all to support this band. This is a great band. We need to bring them to Cleveland, put them on the show. Good job, Mike. Good songwriting. Good guitar playing. I love it a lot. Yeah, earlier I was talking about this festival that the Welshly Arms was in with my buddy Scuff Mixon. It's called the Bright Winter Festival. I saw it in Scene Magazine, and I finally got to figure out what festival that was. Took me a minute to figure that out. But, Doug, before I go into my next segment, I just want to spend a little bit of time talking to you. It takes a very special person, such as yourself, to take the time to look at my show and make harsh comments. They say even bad press is as good as good press. But, I beg to differ because bad press kind of sucks. And Doug, or Doug, I don't know how you pronounce your name. Or Dougie. Listen, Dougie. Dougie Fresh, I don't go on your page and tell you that your shit's boring. Do I? Have I ever written you? But you know what? I'm going to write you tonight. So I'm going to ask you what was boring. And if you're still on, if you could tell me what's boring, maybe I can fix it and be a better podcast host. Because, I'm still trying to learn. I'm learning the ropes every day. This is only second show of my whole life, okay? I've been a musician. I've been a songwriter and arranger. I own a record label now. But this is only my second show, dude. And I think I'm doing pretty good. I've got some ideas and things I want to do. Maybe you came on tonight because you thought I had a dominatrix or we were doing a tattoo show or some strippers. But I'm sorry to disappoint. I had two guests that one had to cancel because studio time and rehearsal. And then I had Mark Berry that had something come up, and hopefully he'll come into the show. But you got to understand, this guy also owns a huge company. So, he may have some babysitting to do with an artist. He might have something that came up production-wise. You just never know. And hopefully he will call in, and we'll hear from him. So, Doug, I hope you're still listening to the show. We might call this the Doogie Show now. Because of your wonderful comment to me that I'm boring. And, I've heard that before. So very boring.
Fuck all that jazz. Fuck you, Doug. God damn it. You could have left us alone. You could have left your comment and up your ass. But no, you had to shit it out and put it on my goddamn screen.
Right?
Fuck you, Doug.
And now, Doug, I'm sitting here and I just have to keep looking at your fucking name on the fucking screen with your fucking comment. Fuck you, Doug.
Fuck you, Doug.
Hope you rot in hell, you son of a bitch.
Right next to me.
Hope your penis falls off.
And I hope it falls into a fish tank full of piranhas.
And I hope you have to eat that piranha so you're actually eating your own dick, Doug. Eat a dick. God damn, why are some people so fucking mean, Satan?
I don't know. It's probably my fault, but still.
It is all your fault. You ruined Earth.
I didn't ruin it. I was trying to make it a better place. It's wonderful to me.
There are some good points of Earth. I mean, alcohol is amazing.
We were just talking about tacos and chicken wings.
Yeah. You know what, Doug? We're going to talk about tacos and chicken wings on the Metal Show all night. So suck a dick, Doug.
Suck a big dick, Doug.
Doug lives down the street, and he's probably like a 6'6" fucking bodybuilder. Gonna break our door down, beat us to death with microphones.
Still don't give a fuck. Fuck you, Doug.
Yeah, fuck you, Doug. I have 911. And that's not a wing sauce. At some places, it is a wing sauce. I'm not sure. I think Quaker is like the nuclear wing sauce. I know our churros in North Homestead's the 911 sauce. So everybody has that really spicy sauce, which I like to call the burning shit sauce. Because once you eat that wing and you have to take a shit the next day, oh my God. Think hemorrhoids are bad? Squirt out a little burning chicken wing. That shit'll burn your asshole out. So anyway, I want to talk about news tonight. There's a lot of stuff going on in Cleveland. A ton of fantastic things are happening in Cleveland. Like last night was the Bright Winter Fest. Satan, I wanted to talk about this with you tonight because, I want you to be part of my entourage. We're working on that right now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun.
Call upon me, my son.
Oh, it is gonna be so dark and dirty. So I put together a show. It's gonna be called the Loud and Local Showcase. It's gonna be taking place at the Foundry Concert Club. I spoke with Ray just the other day. Very nice lady, and we're gonna be putting on a show there. It's gonna be 4 up and coming metal bands in the area, hard rock, metal type bands, and we're forming an alliance. And my background is I did some show promoting early on as I was getting out of the Army Reserves, and learned the ropes from Mitchell Krasinski, which we just called Mitch, and he was at the Flying Machine Lorraine. He brought in a lot of big bands. He had Boba Flex. He has members of I'm trying to think of the fucking name, Cro-Mags. Different bands played there. Some big bands. And he brought in a ton of local acts that opened for these big bands, and the place was always packed. It was like a huge ballroom. It was very fucking cool. And it was called the Flying Machine Lorraine. It's been torn down now. He passed, I think, maybe 15 years ago, and then they just tore that bitch down. But it was really cool. A lot of great shows, and that's where he basically took me under his wing, and taught me show promotion and how to run a bar, how to break out fights, how to stop fights from becoming fights, all the fun shit. So I learned how to do show promotion, book bands, deal with their bullshit, do the babysitting, all that great stuff. How to do ticket sales, how to make money off a show. And still put on a good show and make a good show so that the artists playing the show are happy with the, attendance. So that was a big part of my introduction to the music business. So I'm going to be putting on a show called the Loud and Local Showcase. Now, joining me in the entourage, of course, Satan will be there. Satan.
You damn right I will.
We have Mark Berkner. He is the owner of Big City Productions. Big City Productions brought the Girls of Cleveland calendar, and some pretty hot chicks in the Cleveland area appeared in many of his different calendars. He puts on shows. He knows that he's a good promoter, puts on a great production. So Mark Berkner from Big City Productions is going to join us as part of my entourage. Also, Dave Guma, who I've known for probably 25 years. Crazy thing about me and him is we share the same birth date and the same year born. But I believe Dave, I think you're a little older because you were born earlier than me in the day. So you're just a teeny bit older. So I've known Dave Guma for a long time, and he is the owner of Rampage Entertainment and Productions. And he worked with me at the Flying Machine when I got so fucking busy that I couldn't do it on my own. And Dave's a great guy. He came on board. He took over the reins. He took care of Jeff James that was high on drugs a lot and couldn't do his job. And, I learned those lessons not to do in certain aspects of my career. And he'll be joining us. Third part of the alliance is going to be a little shocking. But Rob J., Cleveland's finest, the band Mush, Redline Radio host, will be part of this alliance. Not only will he be part of the alliance, his band Mush will be playing some of these shows. Yep. And strongly urge everyone to listen to the band Mush. They're a good band. And, you will totally like them. So, with that said, we'll be starting these showcases. We're doing it at the Foundry, June 17th. And ticket prices have not yet been announced. We will be announcing that shortly. We'll be doing at the door. It'll be an all-ages show.
Hold on, Jeff.
Yeah, no problem. Technical. Tifa. No. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me, right? All right. Were we live for all that? Were they like, oh my God, Doug's like, now the show's become interesting. This show host has lost his mind. Difficulties. Should I change microphones? Yeah. All right, we're going to switch over to this one. Yeah. Are you here with me? All right. Oh, my God. Let me adjust this. Let me get the crankshaft up. Oh, yeah, baby. Daddy? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, Daddy. Oh, crank me. You guys like Escape the Fate? It's a good band. Saw them in Detroit. Fuck yeah. You guys happen to go see that show in Youngstown last week? Or a week before? I can't remember what fucking day it was. Yeah. Falling in Reverse was there. It was a freaking good show. I was a little tipsy and a little intoxicated, so I had to really cut back on the alcohol. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to be doing these shows. There will be all ages shows. We'll be announcing the other two bands that'll be playing with Mush and Still in Darkness. Monica, if you're listening, I said hello. It's your shout out. Still in Darkness, great band. Great band. She's a great guitar player. Writes a great fucking song. So this will be an entourage of Dave Guma from Rampage, myself, Mark Berkner from Big City Productions, and Rob J from Cleveland's Finest. And the Devil will also join us for the entourage.
Yes.
Now listen, Radio Line hosts, if you would like to join the entourage, I would love to have you. Mark has two good buddies that own limo companies, so we won't be driving separately to these shows. We'll be riding in style. We'll be riding in limos. So when the bitches are in the parking lot and they say, I wonder whose car that is. I wonder who's here. I wonder whose limo that is. Bitch, it's mine. Bitch, it's mine for the night. You could be mine for the night, too. You know what I'm saying? Just open up those legs. Spread those wings a little bit. So, yeah, we're going to be doing some shows, and we're going to arrive in style. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of other media stuff in the Cleveland area. Look out for us. We're going to take over as promoters. Nobody's going to beat us out. But at that show, maybe Ticketmaster will. But at that show, we're going to have cameras there. So hopefully we'll get a lot of people in there. We could do a little segment. I'm sure Rob J is going to want to do one. I'm definitely going to want to do one. So that's the alliance that's forming. We're going to be meeting tonight after this show to talk and maybe have a couple chicken wings. Do you like that, Doug? Do you like that conversation? Some chicken wings. Fuck you, Doug.
Fuck you, Doug.
So, right now in Breaking Spines news, I don't know if you guys saw, but Chuck Berry's exhibit just opened up at the Rock Hall of Fame. And that was on February 23rd. I'm sure you youngsters out there have never seen Chuck Berry perform. Satan, you know Chuck Berry, right?
Absolutely, I know who Chuck Berry is.
Chuck Berry came up with the duck walk. He used to do that while he jammed on the guitar. He was one of the first metal acts ever.
What you know about Chuck Berry?
Yeah. So they had this thing called the Howl at the Moon Ball or something like that. And I had to be like 8 years old. And my mom and dad took me to it, and it was all these 50s artists, that were like, big. And Chuck Berry was the headliner for that show, and it took place in Cleveland downtown. And maybe it was the public hall. Chuck Berry played, and he rocked. It was freaking great. Great guitar player. So the Rock Hall has some cool stuff going on. Speaking of the Rock Hall, I don't know if you saw the show inductees this year, but we have some good ones. There's a whole bunch like Cyndi Lauper and all the other fucking music. Cyndi Lauper, that's another artist that song could come on the radio that girls just want to have fun. I would just drive into a telephone pole as fast as I could. I mean,
Just wanna have fun. Just wanna have fun.
oh yeah, dude. Oh, that song just gives me nightmares.
Just wanna have fun.
Satan, if you own that contract, can you just expire it?
I've been trying to, dude. They're protected.
Yeah, protected by the heavens?
Yeah, man. I fucking hate it, dude.
That's where you get all that happy music from.
Yeah, man. It's so weird.
You don't see too many happy metal artists, do you?
I think they're happy. They just sound upset.
Yeah. Probably go through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of metal.
A lot of metal up the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Cyndi Lauper is on listed, but I'm going to go over some of the nominees. White Stripes. I was kind of surprised about this. I'm not saying they're not a good band. They are a good band. What's that dude's name? Jack White? And that weird drummer girlfriend he has, or wife, or whatever her name is. Megan or something. Yeah, she's a little weirdo. Reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. She was little like that. Kind of weird. Should not be talking about her, though. We can't give her that much publicity. But anyway, White Stripes are listed, and I was surprised because they haven't been around that long, right? I don't think so. But also nominees are Soundgarden, which is an amazing band. So sad that he had to go, Chris Cornell, and he couldn't reap the rewards of the Rock Hall. Not sure if he would go anyway. Also, nominees, Iron Maiden. 666, the number of the beast.
You called me?
Oh, yeah, that's your... It's not 911 on the telephone. It's just 666, isn't it?
Doug said, does it include a chicken wing Chuck Berry ate?
Doug is a big fan of the show.
Yeah.
Doug, are you a hater, buddy?
I don't know. He's not hating right now.
Is he into it now?
He's asking about, does it include a chicken wing from Chuck Berry? So.
Yeah, I don't know. It should be like a chicken wing with berry sauce.
That sounds phenomenal.
Yeah, maybe like a grape jelly chicken wing. Peanut butter jelly chicken wings.
That sounds disgusting.
I don't know. It could be like Thai peanut butter with some red currant jelly, some upscale shit.
I'd try it, because I'll try anything once.
Or twice if I'm not sure if I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about peanut butter and jelly wing, but maybe jelly on a chicken wing would be good. Maybe a spicy jelly.
Yeah, oh man, I love a good hot pepper chili.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about chicken wings.
I'm always hungry.
Hungry for souls.
I just want to eat souls.
Yeah, so Iron Maiden is going to be on. They got a ton of great songs on as nominees. I hope they get it because, we barely get any metal in the Rock Hall. This Rock Hall, is a good thing for Cleveland, but are those people retarded that do the picking of the bands? Like, they miss on so many great bands. I just don't get it. But also, Rage Against the Machine is a nominee, which is freaking cool. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Yeah, so that's Rage Against the Machine. And they're a nominee. So that's pretty cool. And the weird thing, though, Satan, is the thing's going to be held in New York City.
Why did I pick New York?
Yeah, I don't fucking get this. Is it because they don't want to go into Cleveland?
I don't know. That makes no sense.
It does make no sense. The Rock Hall is in Cleveland. Why the fuck do we do it in New York City? And why the fuck do we do it in L.A.? It's fucking dumb.
Dumb as fuck. I can understand L.A. because it's warm.
Yeah, it's warm.
But New York, fuck that jazz.
Yeah, it's warm, and they also shit in the streets in L.A.
I've shit in one L.A. street.
I've shit my pants in the streets. Sometimes you just can't find a bathroom, man. I don't care what they say. Like, I'm sure people have shit their pants. More people than will admit to it. But, yeah, it happened to me.
I shit my pants the other day.
Sometimes I fart and just shit my pants.
I wasn't prepared at all.
Yeah, sometimes you can't trust the fart, man. So, yeah, that's what's going on at the Rock Hall. And it's in New York City, so I don't know how I feel about that. I think that it should be in Cleveland for many reasons. One, the Rock Hall is in fucking Cleveland. Two, we should reap the rewards of having a rock show that big in fucking Cleveland so businesses in Cleveland can get busy. I don't fucking understand that shit.
It's just not right.
It's not right. Rock Hall, if you're listening, feel free to call in. We'll give you the call-in number. Please tell me why the fuck you would put it in New York City. That makes no sense. It's dumb.
We're still trying to figure out why you guys decided that shit.
Yeah. Why don't you just put the Cleveland Rock Hall in New York City? Let's just do that. We'll call it the Cleveland Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We'll put it in New York City for all you snobby assholes. And we'll put on the shows there. And you can reap all the rewards and all the money and all the pussy because you guys don't want to fucking come to Cleveland. Is it because the producers of whatever online streaming shows they have don't want to have it in Cleveland? I don't get it. Satan, enlighten me. Tell me, Jeff, they don't want to come to Cleveland because?
Jeff, they don't want to come to Cleveland because they know that we got high quality ass here, and they will stay here. They get stuck. They'll be like, God damn it, I'm stuck in this shithole because the pussy's good.
Yeah. They say Earth is a prison planet, but I'm starting to think that Cleveland might be the prison planet of Earth.
And we got Polish boys.
Do have Polish boys. And we also have, like, Slimans with the best corned beef.
The best fucking corned beef in the world.
Before you go to the Rock Hall, stop at the Foundry and get some tacos.
Tacos are fucking top tier.
Right? Stop at Backdraft and have some wings.
Get those fat ass wings.
Sounds like we're just plugging these motherfuckers, but this shit's good.
Because their food is good. And we love it.
Yeah, it's good. I just don't understand why you fucking have it in New York City. So you can have a coney dog. Fuck that.
I like conies.
You know, conies are good. They taste better when you're in New York City, though.
Yeah, I bet. But I really like conies. They're good. I had one in Detroit.
Wouldn't that be called a Detroit dog?
No, they call it a coney.
I think it's called a dirty dog.
They got all type of shit.
Yeah. I think that's where the Dirty Sanchez came from.
That makes sense.
Dirty dog, dirty Dick Sanchez. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, the fucking Rock Hall. They're fucking stupid, man. So anyway, did you happen to see Sonic Temple released the lineup for May 22nd through the 24th in Columbus, Ohio?
Sounds like an amazing lineup. Who's on it?
Yep. So this year, Foo Fighters, which is a great band, and it's great that those guys kept going on after losing Taylor Hawkins. I don't know who replaced him on drums or whatever vocals they do with him, but Foo Fighters will be there. A band I've never seen that I'd love to see is Tool. They're playing. Rob Zombie, he'll be playing. Avenged Sevenfold, and you guys know that I use them as my intro music. That's Hail to the King. Fucking great, phenomenal guitar intro. I might even have Satan just play it right now while I talk because I just love it so fucking much. And I even listen to this at home and I just dance around my apartment. Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold. It's great, man. It's fucking killer. I love it too. I hope you steal their souls, man, because I hope they just keep playing this for like another 90 years. Should have been called Loud and Loco. The host is nuts. So yeah, Falling in Reverse is on the show. Saw them in Youngstown. Goddamn, it was good. Ronnie Radke, great singer. They do that new song, Watch the World Burn. Oh, that's freaking great. Getting a lot of bad reviews. I don't know why. Maybe because they tried to experiment a little bit with the song. But, yeah, Falling in Reverse, new song's out called Watch the World Burn. Really freaking good. Got this little cough that won't go away. I think it has to do with that spill in southern Ohio or the eastern part of Ohio in Palestine. Ohio, I think we're all dying a little bit. But, yeah, so Deftones is on the bill. I've seen Deftones like 4 times. They're fucking great. That you would describe as like shoegaze metal. Good songs. They actually do a song with Maynard from Tool, which Maybe if they're on the same bill, Maynard comes singing. That'd be fucking killer. Kiss, I'll be on the show. They will have special handicapped access because those guys are all like in their 90s. And so, Kiss will be on the show. I realized when I was looking at this list of all these bands, I've seen like most of these bands. So I can give you a little synopsis of what they sound like before you go. So Kiss will be there. And everybody knows Kiss. Detroit Rock City, I Want to Rock and Roll All Night, Beth, all those songs. Yeah, it's probably
Did I hear you calling?
Satan, I think that you could probably get up on stage with them.
Yeah, I'll kiss with them.
Yeah. I think you owe Gene Simmons some gratitude for being a Satan worshiper. But, Gene Simmons, I'm sorry, don't sue me. I'm not sure if you worship Satan. But if you do, can you give me some tips? Because you're doing really well in your career. Yeah? Well, you have to be my eyes, Satan, because, I wear glasses and I take them off for the show and I can't see shit.
Only posers like Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, wow. God damn, Doug. Just don't like the Jeff James, huh? Avenged Sevenfold, why would that be a poser band? Name me a band, Dougie, that's not a poser band, please. Okay? Name me one. Is Escape the Fate a poser band? Is Falling in Reverse a poser band? Is Black Label Society a poser band? I mean, tell me some poser bands, okay? I'd like to know. And also at the same time, Doug, go fuck yourself.
Go fucking fuck yourself.
With a bat, Doug. With a big wiffle ball bat that has holes in it, so I hear it squeaking inside your ass like, wah, wah, wah.
That's kind of explicit.
Please don't call Redline Radio and have me removed. So Redline Radio does not hold me responsible for the things that I say on the show, and I have no affiliation with Redline Radio when I say these horrible things. I do apologize, Doug, but you are an asshole. So we're going to go from there. Chevelle is on the bill. Goddamn, Chevelle's a good band. Good rock band. Solid rock and roll band. Maybe hard rock, maybe a teeny bit of metal, but they're a great freaking band. I wish we could play bands on our show besides the instrumental shit, so you guys could listen to some of these songs. I See in Red is really cool. Another band that's really good is I Prevail. They do that. Might get this song. I can't remember who it is. They do that song, Blank Space. Taylor Swift, I think, wrote that.
We'll never, ever, ever get back together.
Yeah, we'll never, ever get back together. Yeah, I Prevail does that. They do like I like to call that pop goes metal. And,
that's actually kind of sick. Doug said play some Insect Warfare.
While I'm talking and doing this skit here, Satan, could you look that up for me? And we'll just play a little bit. We won't go to a commercial. We'll just play a little bit of Doug's suggestion. And we'll comment on what we think of that song, okay? And let's just do, like, the intro. We can't really get into the vocals unless they're not a national act, Doug. That's just how it works, okay? I don't want to get sued. Redline Radio doesn't want to get sued, and we don't want to get an FCC warning so that we have to take parts of the show off because you have to be a selfish prick and want your band played. And I hope this isn't your band, Dougie. And if it is, because this might be the last time it ever plays on the radio. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. Okay, so also on the bill is Sublime. Cool band. Here it comes. What's the name of this band again, Satan?
Insect Warfare.
Insect Warfare. World Extermination 2007. Oxygen Corrosion. It sounds like the guitar player's first day on his instrument. Hey guys, listen to this. You know what I like about that song? It's what I would like to play in the background while I'm banging some chicken doggy style. Right? Choking her a little bit, pulling her hair.
Oh yeah.
That sounds good.
This is what I play when I wake up in the morning.
This is what I play when I lift weights and want to punch puppies.
This is what I play when I take a shower and whack it.
I also take a shower and whack it to this song. That's amazing, Satan. You must be in my head.
I play this when I get my new recruits to hell.
I play this when I beat my wife. I'm not married, so I mean that's just a joke.
I play this when Angel gets on my fucking nerves.
Yeah,
Fuck you, devil!
I'm gonna start playing this at work. Really get them going for work. I'm gonna unload the truck with this on my headphones, just wanting to punch people in the face.
I play this every time I take a shit.
Hey, Doug, is there a guitar solo in this? I would like to hear if there is a guitar solo.
What's up, Dave?
Dave?
Yeah, Dave's pretty cool. I like him.
Is that our GM, Dave?
That is.
Dave, am I doing okay? Not stepping out of line too much? Because Doug is really pissing me off with his comments. I have to be honest. You know, he thinks that band that we just played is way better than Avenged Sevenfold. I mean, look, you can't really weigh popularity with musicmanship. Like, because there's some amazing composers out there that write beautiful songs and melodies and violins and all that stuff that never even get the recognition that Avenged Sevenfold will get. When, in all reality, the composers writing these great songs, or I would say composing these beautiful melodies, far more talented than Avenged Sevenfold. You know, there's probably many bands out there far more talented than Avenged Sevenfold, but they do write a catchy song. I'm going to tell you another band I like, Satan, and then I'm probably going to get some haters on this one. Fall Out Boy. Fall Out Boy writes a catchy fucking song.
I like Fall Out Boy.
Yeah. In the dark, 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 in the dark, dark, dark. I mean, that shit's fucking, it's catchy, man. And they did that Victoria's Secret runway show. When I watched that, I called Mark Berry, and I was like, at AMG Group, I was like, Mark, for the love of God, let me put a band together and let me play the Victoria's Secret show. My guy, could you see me on guitar? I would be just all over those bitches. I would give you a great show, or I'd get an FCC warning, but it would be a good show. So, also on the bill, okay, so Sublime, I Prevail, Chevelle, Pretty Reckless, not sure that girl's name. I think it's something Morrison or something like that. The Pretty Reckless, she's gorgeous, super hot, and they write great music. Although the guitar player reminds me a teeny bit of Zakk Wylde. They do way too many false harmonics. It's like wah 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 through the whole fucking song. I mean, it's kind of crazy. You just have to have a little control over that dude. You know, if you're listening to me out there, I mean, you know, I give you some pointers, man, because it's too much. So also another really good band, and Doug, I hope you like this band. And after listening to the band you had me play, Trivium, do you like them? And that's a good band. They're pretty metal. They're pretty fast and hot. They're hard. I would think that you would like that. Here's a band that you'd probably hate. AWOL Nation's playing. That's one of my favorite bands. Yeah. So. Yeah. And they're really catchy, though. Passion. Passion. Hey, man, they're a good band. And I don't know if you know, but they do a lot of breakdowns where they almost get borderline hardcore, you know, in them. So AWOL Nation's playing. A band I've seen play a bunch of times when I was in high school at the old Public Hall and some other clubs like the Fantasy and Symposium, Suicidal Tendencies. Cool band name, cool band, heavy, more on the hardcore punk metal sound, but Suicidal Tendencies is playing. I would put them in the same ranking as like Cro-Mags or Insecticide. But they're playing, and that's a great band name, Suicidal Tendencies. I'm sure the PMRC would love to get a hold of that. Also playing another band I like a lot is Filter. Hey, Dad, look at me now, right? Anti-Flag. And then there's a band that's really good. They haven't really had a breakout yet, but they also have a really hot chick that's a singer that we're going to put on the show. But her band is called Mothica, like Gothica, but with an M, Mothica. So that's going to be very cool. That's going to be a great show. That's just a partial list of the bands that are going to be there. And that's really, that list, those are all the headliners. And then you have all your regional acts and then your other nationals that have been shelved, that haven't really got out there yet. So that's going to be really cool. And that is going to be, again, May 22nd through the 24th. I believe there's still tickets available. That's the Sonic Temple Festival in Columbus, Ohio. And that's your partial band lineup. And we're going to get to some more news before we take a break and play another tune. But also going on, starting very soon, will be the Tri-C High School Rock-Off. That'll be getting going. The great thing about High School Rock-Off, and you might see me at many of those shows because I like to go out and look for the top hot high school bands that are coming out. They draw really well. They are very appreciative to get on shows. They do a good job. They're very professional because they want to do this as a living, and they want to get their music out there. So you might see me at the High School Rock-Offs. Tri-C puts on this great show. And they used to do it. I'm not sure if they're doing it this year. You know, Satan, if you could look it up for me, the High School Rock-Off. Can you tell me if it's going to be at the Hard Rock or if it's going to be at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year? I'm not sure where it's going to be. But, that's really good. And, as well as you'll see probably my entourage hit up the finals of that show. I've known a lot of high school kids that won the High School Rock-Off. And it's a great stepping stone for them to get out there. They get on a big stage, especially when they get into the division finals and the finals, and they're rocking a big stage, and they got the lights and the best sound system, and you see them really going at it. That's pretty cool. And there's a lot of high school bands out there. When I was in high school, there was like 4 or 5 bands just in my class. So there's always something cool going on.
Yesterday was the final exam for the High School Rock-Off.
Yeah, what's final exam mean?
That was the finals.
Oh, it was the finals. Who were the winners?
That's a good question, Jeff.
The Insecticide band that Doug sent over? Doug, you still in high school? Is that your band?
Creeping on high school kids? That's what Doug said.
Oh, God, that's funny.
Doug's hilarious. I think I like Doug now.
Yeah, I kind of like Doug, too. You can write in and say whatever you want, bro. I don't care. You can say pricky things. You can say nice things. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you say. As long as you say something.
Dimension, I believe, are the winners. Let me find out.
Doug, you from the Cleveland area? To get down in the streets of Cleveland? Like to pick up bitches? You could join us in our entourage one of these times. Hang out with us. You could be our side dude.
Yeah, Doug. How's that sound, Doug?
I don't mean that in a sexual side dude type of way. Not like a side chick, like our side dodge.
You can creep on high schoolers from the side entourage, not the main one.
What did you say? You could creep on the high schoolers?
That's what he said.
I don't know, man. That's kind of creepy.
I think that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, you want to creep? You want to creep?
There's a lot of bands, man.
Yeah, there's a ton of them, man. And look at those shots. They look like they're professional shots.
Yeah, they do.
And somebody spent some money on that website right there.
Yeah, it was Cleveland.com.
Yeah, look at those kids. They're in high school, and they got better instruments than I do. I see Marshall Stacks. I see Gibson Les Pauls. Oh, that chick's pretty cute. Yeah, be careful. She might be like 16.
Yeah, well, I said she's in high school, so I won't say she's cute.
Yeah, that's the problem today, man. Oh, my goodness.
Her mouth is open wide.
I hope she sings metal. Holy shit. Oh, look at that. That's some. Are those his legs tucked under him?
Yeah.
Wow, he's flexible. And he's also had a great viewpoint. Look at that.
That might have been a woman.
Yeah, a woman? I can't tell.
Yep, that's a girl.
Wow, that's a sexy picture.
That's the one right there.
Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, they all have really nice instruments, and they're all really well dressed. Make me look like a fucking slob. Wow. Yeah, when I go on stage, it's jeans and a t-shirt. I can't stand to dress like super nice. I sweat my ass off. I get moving around. Especially, I can't have long hair anymore either, man. There's just too much to manage. But these kids got it good. Their mom and daddy is buying them some good instruments. That's a nice piano.
It is.
Oh, damn. And look, you see the crowd? That's what I'm talking about. Go back a little bit, Satan. Look at that crowd. It's all the way back. It's an all-ages show.
At the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Rock Hall. They should be putting on way more shows. They should make shows available to local promoters where they're not charging out the ass for a local promoter to put on a show. You know, we should do more at the Rock Hall of Fame. All you need is a little security and a decent sound system, man.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a nice photo, too, man.
That was a great photo right there.
Right there. That's a good one. It looks like Def Leppard. Yeah, so that's the Tri-C High School Rock-Off. And they already had it. But they'll be gearing up to do it again. I guess maybe it's during the wintertime. Give something to do in Cleveland. Like the Marshall half stack. Fucking Pearl drums. They're doing rock poses. They got all the rock clothes on. Yeah, that's nice. Nice gear. Yeah, splits. Looks like Sammy Hagar. Yeah. They spent some money on that website, huh?
This is Cleveland.com.
Oh, yeah. Well, Cleveland.com's got some money. Hey, Cleveland.com, why don't you come down and sponsor me, bro? You got music on my show. You got fans. You got local everything going on.
We'll probably talk too much shit about Doug for them to like us.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Doug. Told you to go fuck yourself.
It'd be crazy if Doug was from Cleveland.com.
Hey, who's the other one that chimed in there? Was that Derek?
That's Dave.
Dave. What Dave say?
He just said what's up.
What's up, Dave? Dave, did you see all the comments Doug left? He's a big fan of the show.
He's a huge fan.
We should send him a t-shirt that says I suck. I like that idea. I suck, and then it'll just say Redline Radio, greatest show on earth, loud and local, and a little shout out to us. But yeah, I like the idea. I suck. Mike shirt's made up like maybe I'll have to do Black Rose Media or something.
You suck.
Bullshit. You suck. Yeah, that's what's going on. And so then one other thing I want to say before we take a little break, and I'm gonna finish my cigarette, is there's a rumor going around. Rolling Stones are coming to Cleveland, 2023. Have you ever seen the Rolling Stones, Satan?
No, but I've seen people smoke stones.
Yeah, they roll the stones. Yeah, smoke stones, roll the bones. Yeah, so Rolling Stones is going to be coming. I heard this crazy rumor, though, about them. Don't know if this is true, and I'm not saying it is, okay? But I heard that, like, Ron Wood and Keith Richards are so old and have so much arthritis in their hands that it's hard for them to play the songs. So they hired guitar players that are backstage that are rolling through the songs. So on nights that the Rolling Stones can't perform, these guys perform for them. And Keith Richards and them are just moving their hands up and down the guitar neck and hitting the notes that they can hit. I know that was kind of fucked up. I'm not saying that's true. It's just something I heard as a rumor, and I really hope it's not true. So, and then the last thing I want to talk about locally is Chimera. Sporting your shirt, guys, your hoodie. Got this hoodie, and I'm going to give a shout-out to someone that's not on this earth anymore, but I know she still listens, and Crystal Dawn. Love you so much, baby. And this is Chimera. You willed this shirt to me when you passed and went over to the other side. Chimera is a great band. You turned me on to them. I appreciate that you turned me on to the hardcore metal stuff. Still not a huge fan, okay, of that. I mean, I like that to a limit, I would say. I kind of like if you were to add all those types of styles together. That'd be more up my alley. But Chimera is coming back in 2023. I don't know the lineup. I don't know who's in the band. But they are going to be doing a reunion show. And the reunion show is called The Impossibility of Reason. Yeah. So that was their last album, and they're going to do a reunion on that. So, Satan, what I'd like you to do is I do want to hit a cigarette, and I drank so much green tea tonight, I'm freaking pissing like crazy. Can you play some Chimera for me? Pick any song that tickles the devil's fantasy, the devil's tastes. And Devil, I noticed you're sporting some tattoos yourself.
Yeah, I got no. Is this Albanian the Grim Reaper?
Yeah, I like that.
This is my first son.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
Got that one tattooed on me.
Is your first son, did you
Yeah,
say?
it's my first son.
Is his name Damien?
Yes. How'd you know?
Yeah, just had a feeling. Rosemary's Baby? I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so, yeah, I like those tattoos. Maybe when we get Mark Savage to come on, he will,
I'm just trying to see how it's
oh, Chimera. Oh, so it's spelled Chimera. Chimera. It's actually named after a Greek monster. Yeah, they do. So, yeah, so she willed this shirt to me, this hoodie. I wear it all the time because, one, it's warm as fuck, and two, it reminds me of her. And she loved metal. And, you know, when I met her, I was in a pop punk rock band. A lot of friends called me a sellout, you know, as I played metal, and then I joined this folkish pop punk band. But it was a lot of fun, man. They wrote a bunch of catchy songs, and KC, if you're out there, buddy, I don't know if you're even still living these days because you're a wild fuck. Yeah, you wrote some good songs. You played some good piano, and yeah, let's hear some Chimera. I need a cigarette break. And let's turn it up a little bit for all the kids out there. See what you're missing.
It's been dark in here, cold and relentless.
Chimera. What do you think of that one, Doug? What do you think of that, Doug? Chimera, huh? Yeah, I like that one. That's a good song. It's a real lullaby, I guess you would say. But Doug, while I was taking a leak, I was thinking about you. I was holding my dick in my hand, and I was thinking, what does Doug do for a living? Do you think he goes on here and just trolls podcasts? You know, listens to podcasts and then leaves like, how many comments did you leave, Doug? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comments.
Yeah, and he likes high school kids.
Yeah, he says he likes to creep around high school kids. You know, I believe that is illegal. I'm not sure.
Very illegal.
Yeah, you could be one of those guys just waiting for the 17s to turn the 18.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Yeah, well, there's really nothing wrong with an 18-year-old.
No, but he's still a weirdo.
Yeah, it's still kind of weird, kind of creeping around high schools. You know, might even drive a white van. Who knows? But hey, Satan, have you heard the joke? How's that go? My buddy Angel told me. What's the difference between a toilet seat and a woman?
What's that?
Without the hole in the middle, they're not worth shit. Yeah, I'm sorry, ladies. That's really awful.
No, it's fucking great.
How do you know when you have a high sperm count, Satan?
How?
You have to chew before you swallow. So some of the jokes that.
Is that a daycare?
Yeah. Angel, if you're listening, man, yeah, thank you for those jokes. You had that book, the book of dirty jokes, and I kind of ruined it for you with the chewing before you swallow ones. I heard that one before, but the toilet seat one is pretty funny. I like that. But yeah, so we only got about 10 minutes left, and I just want to talk about what we have upcoming on shows. Next week's going to be really cool. Like I said, we have a dominatrix coming in. And I've got so many questions. I mean, so many things I want to ask her.
I'm going to ask her if she can lick my nipples.
I'm going to ask her to beat the crap out of you. I'm going to ask her to take you in the bathroom and just beat the shit out of you and then be like, denied. No more. That's it. That's all you get. There's going to be no sex, just beating.
I want more.
Yeah, so...
I want more.
Mistress Mary, if you're out there, you're very beautiful. You come from Cleveland, and you said that you'd come on the show and let me interview you, because I have many questions. I want to know what type of men take these services. You know, I had heard mentioned in that book about Donald Trump that he gets dominatrix girls to come over because, you know, I don't think his wife really sleeps with him anymore after they had their child barren. Maybe she's barren now. I don't know. But she's freaking hot, you know, Donald Trump's wife, Melania. She's stellar hot. And people gave her such a bad rap when she was the first lady. And it's kind of bullshit. And she's definitely probably the hottest first lady we ever had in office. And she's very intelligent. So it was kind of bullshit the way they treated her. You know, and I'm also going to say my political affiliation doesn't matter whatsoever. On this Red Line show. I will say I lean more to the conservative side, just because, you know, I'm a man, I'm traditional, and I want certain things. And I'm not against gay marriage. I'm not against a lot of things that the right does stand for. I'm also not left either. I mean, well, let's be honest, the fucking left's crazy. So I'd like to say that I'm somewhere in the middle, like an independent. I choose the person and the issues. I choose the issues over the person. You know, let me say it that way. So, yeah. And so I guess I had heard through that book that Donald Trump used dominatrix. He likes to be submissive and be beaten up. And I guess I heard that a lot, that guys with a lot of power and a lot of money and a lot of influence.
They like that type of shit.
Yeah, they like that type of shit. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, they're weird.
I don't know. I think if I was ever to get to that status, I'd be the total opposite. I'd have women be my slaves. Which sounds pretty fucking good. So on the show,
good sex slave.
Yeah, sex slaves, a harem of sex slaves, an orgy cast harem of geishas. Yeah, that sounds really good. I'm sure that's what heaven, it would be heaven, but I'm sure that's what hell's like. So also on the show, Maria Buski from Cleveland Finest will be on, And yeah, she's hot, isn't she? She's cute. I like her a lot. And she's funny, man. Hey, Booski. Yeah, she's funny. I like her. She does really good on Rob J's show, Cleveland's Finest, with Big Sean. And she'll be on. She's going to be my special co-host. I'm sure I could use the help. The last couple of shows, I haven't really had a co-host. Satan's been my sidekick the whole time, which has been a lot of fun because, I like Satan a lot. And the voice of Satan is Tim Buck, and you can see Tim Buck on my eyes kind of fade, but I think that's 6 to 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. Is that right, Satan?
That is Tim Buck Tuesday.
Tim Buck Tuesday. And don't forget about Talking About Balls. Don't forget about Unscripted.
Every Saturday.
Medium Rachel. Ratchet. Sorry.
Every Sunday.
I don't know why I said Rachel with Ratchet. Just kind of odd.
It's kind of close, too, because all the Rachels I know are Ratchet.
Yeah. All the Rachels I know are Ratchet. Yeah, so, there's a lot of good shows, and the board's filling up really fast, so if you're a podcast host out there and you want to get on the radio, hit up Redline, because they're looking for guys to fill some spots. It looks like Mondays are open.
Mondays are open.
It looks like Wednesday during the day are open.
Wednesday during the day is open.
Yeah, and, if you're new to this, like I am, and this is only the second show, don't be nervous, dude. Just come on here, do your spiel, and lay back and enjoy the show. Do whatever you like. I like metal and I like music, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So also on the show is another shout out to Nico. She's a singer in my band, very talented. She's gonna be on the show. She also is part of the Keen magazine, which is an artsy-fartsy, very alternative magazine, which is really cool. I wish you would put me in it, but Lil, could you just please put me in it?
Come on, before I put me in you.
I don't know if I could say that. But yeah, she is very attractive. She does some very cool work with Cleveland Underground. And, like Mistress Mary will be on the show. We have the hot punk chick of the week next week, because we're not going to be doing that much metal. We're going to be doing some hardcore punk. Which I like a lot. It'll be all female lead singers from the Cleveland area in their different various punk bands. The Wolf Hunters, Snakes, Wolf Hunters, and Knights. Along with my band, we're going to do a selfish plug for my band, the Black Roses, and you're going to hear Nico sing on some tracks. And it's going to be a really good show. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not sure all that we're going to talk about. I'm sure we're going to get pretty wild and pretty crazy. Let the ladies take over a little bit. And Tim, I had fun tonight, and thank you so much.
Who's Tim?
Oh, I'm sorry, I got screwed up. I'm sorry, Satan.
Yeah, you get that shit right.
All hail Satan, Lord of the music.
Yeah, Satan doesn't like it when you call him the wrong person. He's kind of weird about it.
God damn it, I'm so stupid for saying that.
Yeah, make sure you get that shit right.
I will get that shit right next time. And Satan, as part of our entourage, I hope you bring the devilish axe with you, because, the devil is in the details.
Yes.
And, it's going to be fun next week. Doug, feel free to chime in with your wonderful, happy thoughts. Dave, I hope you're having a great time in Vegas. I wish I was there, buddy. And Dave, I really want to support some Redline stuff. If you can talk to the powers to be and maybe get me a baseball hat or a cool T-shirt to wear, I would love it. I would sport that shit everywhere I go. And, I want to thank the guys that let me play their music tonight. Chimera, Burdens Within, and The Pending Lies. I want to thank all you guys. And again, this is Loud and Local. We'll be back next Sunday. And peace. Good night, Cleveland. Good night, Redline Radio. This is Loud and Local.
Metal!